4. Sunday morning, a long hike. Me and Jay trek alongside Leo. There are still thousands of miles left to explore. Google Maps details the acres. But for me, the best joy is feeling, trudging, measuring the land myself. My sketch pad is nearly full. It's early. The air is still crisp. Ryder runs everywhere, disappearing among trees, only coming back to us when Leo whistles. Off the trails, we surprise animals: a gray fox, black-tailed deer. Some animals we identify by footprints: black bears, bobcats, and some by what they've left, snake skins or deer. Measuring the land myself. My sketch pad is nearly full. It's early. The air is still crisp. Ryder runs everywhere, disappearing among trees, only coming back to us when Leo whistles. Off the trails, we surprise animals: a gray fox, black-tailed deer. Some animals we identify by footprints: black bears, bobcats, and some by what they've left, snake skins or deer poop. At the stream, we find dozens of raccoon footprints. Raccoons wash all their food, says Leo. Better than most people. No way, exclaims Jay. Yes way, says Leo, grinning. I like looking up, discovering eagles' nests wedged between branches. They're huge, 4 to 5 feet in diameter, 2 to 4 feet deep. Grass, feathers, and twigs, says Leo, make for a soft center. The ridge above us is heavy, dense with trees. There are at least 3 nests. I imagine climbing towering trees, spying on eggs and eaglets. Like how we both draw the same area, then compare. Later, we'll make a definitive set, Addie. We can mail back and forth. California to New York. New York to California. I'm too overwhelmed to say anything. As if knowing something important happened, Jay stops throwing a stick for Ryder. He looks back as if to ask, "You okay?" I smile. Jay nods. Throws the stick into the stream. Ryder jumps, splash, into the water. The ranch is great. But I think this moment is paradise. Surrounded by nature, a gurgling stream, the caws, chirps of birds, a forest quiet humming underneath all the other sounds. Me, drawing maps. Leo, my teacher. And Jay playing fetch with Ryder. I keep drawing, losing track of time. Hey, Ryder. Ryder! It's Jay. I look up, catching Ryder rushing between trees, disappearing north. He barks. It's a wild bark, a warning. More ferocious than I've ever heard before. The wind shifts. I pause, lifting my chin. I smell what? A hint. Of smoke? Leo whistles. Ryder, what is it, boy? We wait. Ryder doesn't come running, he keeps barking. Smoke, I say, frowning. I'm sure of it. Leo's expression clouds. Let's go. We're running toward the sound. After a few minutes, Ryder is in front of us. Trying to lead us. Barking, lifting his paws excitedly, then dashing away from us. A campground with a pit. Campers? I ask Leo. He nods. Messy, says Jay, picking up candy wrappers. Leo squats. Lifts a cigarette stub. Several have been smashed in the dirt. I frown. Smoking is horrible. Mr. Greaves, the deacon at church, died of lung cancer. But fire smoke is worse, reminding me of dreams and death. Barking, sharp, short, it's like Ryder's saying, here. Here. See. See. Leo steps gingerly toward the shallow pit. He squats, his open palm above the ashes, burnt and unburnt bark. It's still warm. Me and Jay move closer, squatting, too. Inexperienced campers. Or else lazy, thoughtless. It'll die out, won't it? Asks Jay. Sad-eyed, Leo looks at both of us. A breeze could lift a spark, start a blaze. It wouldn't take much. There hasn't been enough rain. Panicked, I look at the towering trees, the brown undergrowth. Fire. I can't imagine it. But there's a reason trees are chopped into firewood. I squeeze my eyes tight. I don't want to imagine. Leo murmurs, some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. I hold with those who favor fire. Robert Frost. A poet. He must have foreseen global warming. Leo shakes like he's inside a bad dream. I step closer. I want to comfort Leo. We both distrust fire. Jay, Addie, hiking off trail, camping overnight, exploring wilderness, you might need a fire to eat, keep away animals, stay warm. But don't you ever forget, Leo says fiercely, how to put it out. You drown it with water. Mix ashes and embers, making sure they're all wet. That didn't happen here. Right, Jay? What if you don't have water? I ask. Dirt will do. It'll smother a dying flame. Jay holds his hand above the pit. I can still feel heat. He pours water from his canteen. That's right. Use your hands if you have to. Touch. Make sure there's no warmth. I'm going to add dirt. Just to make sure. I scoop handfuls and handfuls of dirt. Double check again. I push my hand into the soot and dirt. It's out. Jay pulls his bandana from his pocket. Use this, Addie. I clean my trembling hand. Anxiety grips me. Like a flash, I see fire everywhere. Rapidly, I blink back tears as Leo speaks. Forests burn. Animals' homes are destroyed. As our planet warms, there are more heat-related deaths. Leo stares far off into the forest. He looks tired, worn, older. This scares me, too. He turns abruptly, hiking back the way we came. Surprised, me and Jay both lift our brows. No more exploring topography, nature. If this were a maze, I think, the fire pit would be the end. The uncovered surprise. But instead of treasure, we averted disaster. Graduation. Our final adventure. 4 days of hiking, 3 nights of overnight camping. Deshawn groans. Not too much. Everyone else is happy. I'm thrilled. Jamie surprises us with s'mores. Can't leave wilderness adventures without having some more s'mores. We groan. This is white people's food, jokes Calvin. Us kids laugh. It's kinda true. Before this summer, none of us had ever had s'mores. No city kid toasts marshmallows on a stick. Let alone over an outdoor fire. The white, fluffy sugar pillows blaze. If it catches fire, you have to blow it out before it's burnt. Nessa's marshmallows keep catching fire, burning black. Why put a perfectly soft, sweet, warm marshmallow between graham crackers? I don't get it, says Deshawn, munching as he toasts 3 marshmallows at a time. It's the chocolate, Deshawn, answers Jay. Licking his fingers. Warm marshmallows make the chocolate ooze. Kelvin puts his finger to his lips. Don't tell, he's signaling. Especially Jamie. Kelvin steals the chocolate squares. Over and over, he toasts marshmallows, mashes them between crackers. But he doesn't eat them. Just the chocolate. I don't toast s'mores. Too close to the fire. Jay makes me s'mores. He's a really good guy. I probably never would have met him in New York. Wouldn't have known a guy could be a good friend. That Jay could know me without me saying a word. I think s'mores are pretty good. Jamie and Dylan pour a bucket of water on the fire. They stir until it seems all the wood, coals, and twigs are wet. Wait, shouts Jay as we turn toward our cabins. You gotta double check. Make sure it's really out. You're an expert now? Dylan asks, sarcastic. He is since I taught him, Leo boasts. Dylan abruptly turns, heading toward his cabin. Leo winks. He knows I know Dylan isn't the best counselor. Jay's palm moves over the pit. Cool, he says. Then he stuffs his hand deep in the wet ash. Really cool, he says, looking up at me. We understand. The fire is out.